Tuloy na natin yung discussion natin about problem number 2. So dito tayo na-stop using the third kinematic equation of rotational motion. We have the value for theta and we have the initial angular velocity value. And as I mentioned a while ago, kapag guminto na sa kakaikot yung wheel, definitely ang final angular velocity natin is 0. Yun ang W sub 2. So direct substitution with our given kinematic equation under the rotational motion, we can now solve for the angular acceleration alpha. And to calculate with it, we have a value of negative 3.10 radian per second square. Kasi nga, nag-decelerate tayo. Kaya yung angular acceleration natin is negative. Umiinto yan eh. Babagal at babagal yan, whether we like it or not. Mayangganan yung pag-ikot. Okay? Parang yung roleta lang yan na kapag pinaikot mo, definitely mayangganan yung pag-ikot hanggang sa pabagal ng pabagal yan, nagde-decelerate yan. Definitely, makakakuha tayo ng negative value ng angular acceleration. And that is the alpha. So nakalculate na natin ang ating alpha. Yun naman ang tatalakay naman natin is kung paano ba hanapin yung number of revolution. Ilang ikot ba ang kailangan ng wheel to make it coming to rest. So i-divide lang natin yung ating theta sa 2 pi. And that's it. Kasi nga, di ba, yung 2 pi, yung circumferential is 2 pi r. Minumultiply natin lagi yung r sa 2 pi. So 2 pi pa rin ang ating factor na pang-divide doon sa value ng ating theta na 287.77 radians. So divide lang natin ng 2 pi. So the number of revolutions that we can have is 45.8 revolution. Alanganing 46 revolution. So ibig sabihin may 45 times na ikot. Alanganing maging 46 rounds. So all in all, we have 45.8 revolutions. Yan yung kabuwang ikot o revolution ng ating wheel. Okay. So that is sample problem number 2. This was also given to a licensure examination sa mga latest, mga 20s na, hindi na 90s, no? 20s, 20. Maybe this is 2009, 2015. Na ibinigay ang exam na to sa licensure examination. Take note, pang civil engineering yan. Okay, another one. So sample board exam problem number 3. When the angular velocity of a 4-feet diameter pulley is 3 rad per seconds, the total acceleration of a point on its rim is 30 feet per second square. So given yung diameter in 4 feet, definitely ang radius is 2 feet. And then angular velocity W is also given, 3 radian per second. And then acceleration of a point on its rim is 30 feet per second square. Then we have to compute for the following. Pakibasa nga yung mga questions, Jeline. Hello? Jeline Suba, pakibasa yung mga questions. For the rest. Marlon, pakibasa. Nasaan yung iba? Ba't pito lang kayo? Pag naman nag-check ako, di ba 40 plus kayo? Hello? Please continue. Pakibasa nga. Jalene, ikaw na lang. Sige, Jalene, yung question na 3.
Sir, pakiulit po. Kakapasok ko pa lang po ulit.
Pakibasa yung problem, anak.
Yung when the angular velocity of 4 feet diameter pulley is 3 radius per second, the total acceleration of the point of its rim is 30 feet per second squared. Compute the following. Determine the normal acceleration of the pulley in this instant. Number 2, determine the tangential acceleration of the pulley at this instant. And number 3, determine the angular acceleration of the pulley at this instant.
So we need to determine for the three accelerations, the normal acceleration, the tangential, and the angular acceleration. So we need to determine all of this based from our three given, the radius na 2 feet from the 4 feet diameter of a pulley, and then the angular velocity na 3 radian per second, and the total acceleration of a point on its rim, the 30 feet per second square. So we need to compute for the following. Now, how do we compute? I think strategy. For the normal acceleration, ang given natin, syempre, yung radius natin, ang kalahati ng diametro ng ating pulley is 2 feet dahil 4 feet yan. And then, ang ating angular velocity is 3 radian per seconds. And then, ang ating total acceleration, A, is 30 feet per second square. Now, given these three givens, how are we going to compute for our normal acceleration? Again, let us just recall the formula of AN is equals to RW square. So, wala palang mahirap. Given na yung R, given yung W. So, all we have to do is just direct substitution. Ang ating normal acceleration is 18 feet per second square. So, nakalculate na natin ang ating normal acceleration. To be followed by the tangential. Ano ba yung formula ng tangential? By this time, we will apply the Pythagorean theorem. Okay? Kapag pinapahanap ang tangential at nagbigay ng total acceleration, tandaan ninyo lagi, Pythagorean theorem. Parang yung resultant force formula natin sa vector analysis. Given the summation forces vertical and horizontal, ini-square natin yung sum nila and then mahanap natin yung resultant. In this scenario, ganito naman ang ating pamamaraan. Yung A, ito yung ating total acceleration, then A sub t is our tangential, and then normal acceleration yung A sub n. Lagyan lang ng konting algebraic strategy. Let us square the both sides, and then we can have it. That is t, no? Hindi yun I. Small letter t yun. Yan. Okay. So, correct natin. Okay. Continue. So, after that, after direct substitution, nasolve na natin ngayon ang ating tangential acceleration na 24 feet per second square. So, isa na lang yung ating inaalam na formula. Determine the angular acceleration of the pulley at this instant. For the angular acceleration, iba alam naman yung formula ng angular acceleration. That is the word or symbol na. Ano symbol kasi ng angular acceleration? Anong tawag doon?
Alpha.
Alpha. So, from the formula of tangential acceleration, A sub t is equals to R alpha, we can now actually compute for the angular acceleration. Okay? 24 is equals to 2 alpha. Nasolve natin ang tangential acceleration eh. So, meron na tayong radius. So, madali na lang hanapin ang angular acceleration and that is equal to 12 radian per second square. In a licensure examination, isa lang yung problem pero tatlo yung pinapahanap. Sa licensure examination, may multiple choice per question. Kumbaga, nakatatlong item ka na dyan sa isang problem lang. Hindi sila magbibigay ng mahirap na problem na isa lang yung tanong sa problem. Usually, maximum hanggang 5 questions ang binibigay sa isang problem and then minimum of 2 kapag medyo mahirap ang problem. Just like this, isang problem lang katumbasan ng 3 questions sa licensure examination. And kapag sanay ka na sa pagsosolve, lagi kang nagsosolve, minsan ang banat sa licensure is familiarization ng tipo ng problem na ibinibigay. Kaagad-agad mahanap mo yan dahil sanay na sanay ka na mag-solve. And mangyayari lang yon kapag praktisado ka. Lagi kang nagsosolve. And then, kapag wala kang ginagawa, hindi ka busy, lagi kang napapractice mag-solve ng problem. Hanggang sa makabisado mo na yung mga iba't ibang situation na ibinibigay sa board exam, yung mga problems. Sanayan lang yan. So, sample board exam problem number 4. A pulley has a constant angular acceleration of 3 radians per second square. When the angular velocity is 2 radians per second, the total acceleration of a point on the rim of the pulley is 10 feet per second square. Compute the diameter of the pulley. Ngayon naman, diameter na naman ng pulley ang pinapaanap. So, yung mga given natin, given yung angular acceleration, given yung angular velocity, and then yung total acceleration. Given yung A, the total acceleration. Given yung angular velocity na 2 radians per second, and then given yung constant angular acceleration na 3 radians per second square. How do we calculate for the diameter of the pulley? Meron ba kayong idea kung paano? Nakatalong problem na tayo. I think dito sa pagkakataong ito, may idea na kayo kung paano nyo i-solve yung diameter ng pulley na umiikot na nasa rotational motion. Any idea? Kung ano yung first step natin to solve the problem? Analyze it. Definitely, di mo muna mahanap yung diameter eh. Arc muna yung gagamitin mo, di ba? Arc muna yung hahanapin, then multiply mo lang 2, mahanap mo yung diameter. Kapag multiply mo lang 2 yung radius. If we're going to analyze the formulas that we have, tapos sinulat niyo yung mga formula buhat kanina, no? Nagsusulat kayo. Ano ba yung formula na may R? Likan nga natin. Tingnan nyo ha. Aling formula na may R? Tangential acceleration is equals to R alpha. Tapos yun, AN is equals to RW square. Ano ba yung diskarte natin dito? Anyone?
Yung
Okay. Ano?
yung W final velocity po.
Yung W final velocity.
Apo,
Ito ba
plus
yan?
yung may 1/2 po, sir.
Let us see. Tinan ko muna, no? Para sigurado. Okay. Ito ba yan? Yung nasa unahan? Pakita ko, no? Mabilis lang naman yan eh. Yan.
Yun po, yung pangalawa po, yung theta.
Yung theta,
Apo,
WT.
Apo, yun po, sir.
Okay. So let us try to see if that is the
Bali,
right
ano lang po
formula.
kasi yan eh, parang, kasi po, diameter lang po yung hinahanap. So, parang ano lang po siya. Magsa-substitute lang po, sir.
Direct substitution lang. So let us
Opo,
see.
yun lang po, wala na pong gagawin.
Okay, let us see kung tumama si Oliver, no? Okay, tingnan natin. Pagpatuloy natin yung ating computation. Yan. Buti na lang, may nag-isip sa inyo. Okay. Alpha. Yan ang ating angular, acceleration. Total acceleration.
Opo, sir.
3 radian per second square. Angular acceleration. Di siya total, no? Angular acceleration.
Opo.
And then, angular velocity. And then, yung acceleration natin, yung total is 10 feet per second square. 80 is equals to R alpha. Tama? Tangential yan, no?
Opo.
Then, normal is AN is equals to RW square. So, involve yung normal saka tangential. Okay, I think this is again the Pythagorean theorem. Given total acceleration. And then, let's proceed. Substitution tayo. Okay, analyze. Bakit 3R? Bakit 2R? Okay, so let's proceed to this. Let us try to see yung
Wala pa
destructive.
po kasi tayong sir.
Okay, tingnan muna natin.
Wala
Ano ba yung
pong-
radius?
Yung radius po.
Wala, di ba? Ano yung
Apa.
alpha? 3.
3 po.
Hindi 3R yan. Tama?
Apa.
Ito dapat, ang nakasulat dito, AN eh. Hindi A1, ano? Yan, AN ko yun, ano? Correct ko lang, no? Okay, how about this? Ano ba yung W? 2. Kapag
2 po.
ni-square mo, 4.
4.
Kasi nakascore dito eh.
Apa.
Pero ginamit dito A sub 1. Pag-square mo yung W,
Sir, wala pa pong
wala pang ano,
time.
wala pang time.
Apa.
Okay. So let's see. I-square mo yung W is 4R eh. I-square mo dito, hindi magiging 16. Okay, let's proceed. Pero ginawa dito, direct substitution, A sub 1. A sub 1 plus tangential, ito yung total. Yung total is 10. 10. Can you follow?
Yes po, sir.
RW square. Given yung W, 2 eh. Yung square mo, edi 4. Naka-square ito eh. Let's see. Try nga natin yung computation from the book. Sa book kasi galing to eh. So that we can criticize. And that's it. Yan. Bakit naging 16 yun? Okay, correct natin, no? Okay. Ito siya. So this is RW square. If we were going to square 2, this will be 4R. Sabihin niyo muna kung naintindihan mo na o hindi. Bakit naging 4R yan? Kasi ang W natin is 2. Tama? So dapat 4R yon. If this is the normal, nakabaliktad doon, ito yung normal, ito yan. Dapat dito nakasulat is 4, not 2. Okay, may typographical error si book. Now, yung A sub T, ito siya. Can you follow? Susundan yung diskarte?
Yes,
Okay. So, direct substitution using this Pythagorean theorem strategy, we will arrive with that equation. Kapag ni-square mo nga naman ng 4, 16, R square. Kapag ni-square mo ang 3 is 9R square. If we're going to add these two, we have 25R square, addition of monomials. Polynomials lang tayo dyan. Addition of monomial lang. Definitely, we can have the value of R is equals to 2. Bakit 2? Kasi 100 is equals to 25R square. Tama? 100 equals 25R square. So, minsan tama yung problem, tama yung sagot, dahil manual lang namang tinatype yung mga yan na ginagawang books, isa nakakaroon din ng typographical error sa mga books. Pero ang gagaling ng mayakda niyan, mga anak, no? Magagaling na yan. Tapos, sa pagtatype, nakakamali pa rin. So, 100 divided by 25R square is equals to, ganito na lang yan. 4 is equals to R square. Because 100 divided by 25 is 4. So, nagkaroon ng typographical error ang book ni Besabilla. Okay, take note of that, no? Pasensya na kay Besabilla. Alam ko magaling, pero yung nagtatype, tawa rin na wala namang perfect. So, R is equals to 2. So, pinapahanap yung diameter ng pulley. Definitely, we can have the answer of 4 feet. Okay? Klaro ba? Klaro ba? Okay, try natin yung suggestion ni Oliver. Ano kasi yung formula, Oliver? Pakidictate nga.
Yung theta.
Okay. Equal?
WO.
Okay.
WOT
Okay. Plus?
plus 1/2 80 squared.
Ano na? Hindi siya A. 8A ba?
Alpha.
Alpha yun, no?
Alpha T squared.
Kaya lang wala tayong time. Tama ba
Opo,
ako?
sir. Yan po yung wala natin time.
So, ang mangyayari dyan, given yung W, given yung alpha, magsasolve muna tayo ng time. Eh, wala din tayong theta. So, we cannot solve the problem having two unknowns in just one equation. But, kailangan hanapin muna natin yung ibang mga data in order to use this problem, in order to solve for the problem. Can you follow, Nak?
Yes po.
Kasunod? Ganyan lang yan. Halimbawa, napili mo yan. Oh, meron akong W. Correct. Meron akong alpha. Correct. May natitirang dalawa. Possibly, hindi ko pwedeng gamitin dahil imposibleng makakapag-solve ako sa isang equation na may dalawang unknown. Or, pwede lang, kung meron ka pang isang equation na magagamit na pwedeng pang suporta sa equation na yan para makahanap ka ng mga findings or data doon sa mga known variables na possibling mahanap natin at makalkula. Klaro ba ang problem number 4? Is it very clear? Klaro ba ang problem number 4? Okay, very clear. And for your activity, this is it for 35 points. I prepare problems for you to solve and deal with para ma-practice kayo. Maliban doon sa mga ibinigay ko na in advance sa inyo, I think yung mga yon masasagot na ninyo, pwede na ninyong simulan dahil meron ako mga videos na ibinigay sa inyo last time. Na dahil nagmamarathon tayo, pinadaan ko na lang sa videos yung mga topics. Pati yung problem number 1, board exam problem din to, binigay yan. Aralin lang ninyo and then sagutin. And then kung makikita nyo man sa mga books yan, possibly, ang importante lang naman sa akin is naaral ninyo yung solusyon. The rotation of the wheel is governed by the equation W is equals to 4 square root of T, wherein W is in radian per seconds, T in seconds, theta into radian, and when time is equal to 1 second, compute for the following. So let us just correct that. Let me remove the past tense form. Alisin ko yung D. Yan. Compute for the following. The value of theta at the instant when time is 3 seconds and the value of alpha at the instant when time is equal to 3 seconds. For example, problem number 1. Dalawa yung tanong. And then second question, another board exam problem. A body rotates according to the relation alpha is equal to 2t, where alpha is in radian per second square, and time in seconds, W is 4 radian per second, yung angular velocity natin, and theta is equals to 0 when time of 0. Question, compute the value of angular velocity and then the value of theta at the instant when time is 2 seconds. So, apat na yung question, no? Tigda-dalawa yung sub-question set. 20 points na yan. And the final one, the third problem, the rotation of the pulley is defined by the relation theta is equals to 2t to the 4 minus 30t squared plus 6, where theta is measured in radians and t in seconds. And we have to compute for the following. We need to determine the angular displacement, angular velocity, and angular acceleration. Both of them, lahat, when time of 4 seconds ang ating given. So, yan ang ating discussion regarding about rotational motion, and the following are your assignments. So, nadagdagan pa yung mga problems na inyong solve under ng dynamics. Yung ibinigay ko na una, I think that is good for 100 points kasi lahat ng question doon, 1 point lang 50 questions yun. Kaya lang, marami yung, konti lang yung problem, and then for every problem, may apat na tanong, may tatlong tanong. From the very beginning yun, comprehensive yun. Ipapasa nyo sa akin yun ng first week of May. Dagdagan ko pa yung time ninyo para hindi kayo masyadong ma-pressure kasi alam ko marami kayong ginagawa. Okay. And that's all for the discussion natin about rotational motion. Thank you and God bless.